Hi everyone, this is Hannah with Dana Girls Designs, and this video is showing me wrapping the cover for the photo album that I'm making for my sister. This is the second video. We'll just call it part one of covering, altering the cover. I took both the front and back cover off of the book, and now I'm applying Mod Podge and onto the chipboard cover, and then I'll be wrapping it with this green material. And one thing that I forgot to do, and I forgot to cut down this first part that I'm wrapping the book with. I end up doing it after I glue it, then I cut the corners off and cut it down, and you'll see that in just a minute, but I would actually do that first, maybe just fold it over before you glue it, and then cut the corners off and cut the front, the piece that's going over the cover, cut it down to size, so that after you glue that piece down, then the other piece can fold over it, just to make, you know, nice and even, and everything adheres better that way. So I did this yesterday, and it was one of those rough days, and my brain was not with me whenever I sat down to do this last night. I was really tired. So as you can see now, I'm taking the time to angle the corner, and you want to get it close to the corners of the chipboard, but you want to have just a little room so that when you're folding your pieces over, they cover the chipboard, because you don't want your chipboard exposed. You want it, you know, the whole thing wrapped. I don't know if you heard that. My husband just got home from work, and I had to tell him that I was doing a voiceover on my video. So just trimming it down to size. It's been a long time. This is about like making a scrapbook album, which has been quite a while since I've done that. I glue a lot of junk journals, but with junk journals you can typically have rough edges, so I don't fold the material over the chipboard. I just leave the edges, and I might apply a little Mod Podge to the edges so they don't fray. So it's been a while since I've had to do this, so it just escaped my brain on on doing it. Now I'm just taking and trimming the back piece down that's going to fold over. I didn't want to have too much folding over, just a little bit, and I tried to make each side even. You could measure all of this beforehand, and it would probably go a lot smoother. This is just kind of a rough video, and I'm sorry about that. Um, like I said, it was a rough day yesterday, and after we had supper, I worked on this while my husband watched the kids. He was getting them ready for bed, and so I worked on this for a little bit. So it was hard to kind of change gears. Yeah, it's going much smoother on this because I'm able just to fold those flaps over. I accidentally deleted the video showing the first cover that I wrapped, but I mean, I basically butchered it all up, so it really wasn't a video worth watching other than taking the chipboard pieces off of the album itself. That was probably the only important part of it that you missed. Everything else, I really I guess I just kind of dove into it, and then I was like, oh, I gotta cut this down and do this and do that. So it was a lot of having to go back and redo my work, and so it was a little stressful. And to kind of tone down that bright green, I'm wrapping it with this lace. It's like a really light mint green. It's gorgeous, and it really tones it down and makes it look really nice. Sorry for getting out of focus. It's so hard to stay in focus. I think because I'm left-handed, just the way the camera's positioned, I probably need to put my camera on the other side of my desk, and that might work out better. So I may try that this next time. And I'm just cutting it down to size so there's none overlapping. It'll just make it easier to get the back flaps of the lace to fold over easier. And I'm just applying another coat of Mod Podge. I like Mod Podge best, I really do, which probably any kind of wet glue will work good. I've used Fabri-Tac, I've used Aleene's Tacky Glue. For actually wrapping, I prefer Mod Podge. I think it does a better job. If it's smaller areas or maybe different kinds of fabric or something, I like the Aleene's Tacky Glue. I like Fabri-Tac, but it takes too long to dry. I apologize for the coughing. The change of the weather here in Texas is just, we have crazy weather, and my allergies are so flared up. It seems like for the last 2 weeks, I go from a tickle in my throat to a sore throat coughing, sneezing. It's not really a cold. I don't feel sick or anything, but I guess just seasonal allergies, and it's been a couple of days since I've taken my Claritin, so I need to take it again because that really does help me. I like Claritin. My husband, he takes Benadryl, but I don't like Benadryl. It makes me too drowsy. And I'm just kind of pressing the fabric down with the brush. And then now let's see, I think I'm going to cut this next piece down. Yeah, so that way it doesn't have as much that folds over. You want a little bit, but not like too much. I'm just kind of cutting the corners off. And you normally cut the corners off at like a 45-degree angle. That's kind of what I do. And now I'm applying some more of the Mod Podge on each side where I'm fixing to fold over. And it is kind of hard getting that fabric to stick down that lace. I find that cotton or muslin, it's like the easiest material to work with. But this lace is kind of hard to work with. One of the covers, I never could get the lace to stick down good. So I may end up having to totally redo it. This one stuck down good. But the other cover, which was part of the video that I accidentally deleted, I'm going to end up having to redo it. So how I'm going to do this video, this is going to be, I did the first video for this album showing the book, you know, where I bought it at, and the materials and laces that I picked out for the book. That was the first video that I did maybe last week, and then this one that will be uploaded today, March 15th, Friday evening, if all goes according to plan and I don't have trouble with my Filmora video editor, because sometimes I'm having trouble with it here lately. This will be part 2 video, just showing wrapping the cover. And then I will have a part, I guess you could say like a part 3 or the third, and should be final video where I embellish the cover. I'm not sure yet what I am going to be doing to the inside of the book, but if I do decide to do something with that, I do want to add some things, then that will be another video and I'll be showing that. So, but thank you so much for watching. Just stay tuned to the end of the video if you need to. I'm just kind of wrapping this up here, and it's pretty straightforward. But if you have any questions, suggestions, anything, feel free to comment below, or you can contact me directly. I'll have all of my contact information below. Thank you so much.